on this trip I'm headed down to the low country to do some diving and see what we can find.
British attack, 1780. That's probably a good place to start.
There's the lake well. Whoa. What? Yeah. Man, that's awesome. I've always wanted one of those. Oh man. Oh, that's shit. Ah. Ooh.
A good one.
And this was dive one of the day. Got some good stuff, some colonial glass bottoms. This old squirrel, I'm not real sure what this went to. I'm not sure what this is. I'm gonna have to go back and do some research. It looks pretty old. And this is everything from dive 2. Jessen from Charleston. And this is a Charleston blood wine bottle.
got some sleep and made a game plan for the next day. Came out the next day and did a couple more dives.
Woo! Yeah! Look at that! Woo! That's a good one. That's a good one right there. That's awesome. Look at that. Woo! Oh, old pipe. Old pipe. There's stuff everywhere. No case. Oh man, it's awesome. There's one in foot. Woo! Look at that.
Dive. I had so much stuff, I was too heavy. I had to just drop my gear up here on the shore and just went back to the boat. Save a little bit of effort. Oh yeah, I got some good stuff. Put a hole in my bag. Alright, let's see what we got here. Check this out. South Carolina dispensary. It's a nice one. Look at these teeth. That's Angie. Angie. A whale tooth. Bison tooth. 4 Angies. 1 Colonial key. There's somebody's chastity belt. Again. That's a pretty one. I'll show you. ballast bottom. Got water out so we don't sink the boat. Ballast bottom. It's champagne. I thought it was a little older under the water. That's probably about 1900. Colonial glass bottoms. In my experience, that's the type of apartment jug. Yep. Actually, look at that. There's the bearded man face right there. Pretty cool. It's an old spot. Let's see what else we got. Got here an old blob top. F.W. Jessen, Charleston, South Carolina. Got a J in the middle. Pretty cool. Ballast bottle bottom. And anything else? Oh, I had a pipe stem somewhere. There it is. An old colonial pipe stem right there. A little bit of the bowl piece section still on it. Don't see any markings. It's kind of a narrow hole in it. The narrower the hole, the later they are. So if I had to guess, I would guess this one was probably early 1800s. Yep, looks like it. So pretty good dive. About an hour and 20-minute dive, hour and 30 minutes. I'm getting ready to go out here and try this spot again. At the end of the last dive, I came up on some really good fossils. Found a few nice colonial artifacts. Had to crawl a long ways. So I'll go back down here and try it again.
Yeah, that was cool. That's all pipe right there. Yeah, look at that. Woo! Yeah. What a cool. Awesome. Oh, look at that thing. Woo! That's a good one.
Alright, so had another really good dive. Got some interesting things. Fossils, artifacts, a little bit of everything. Alright. Let's see what we got in here. Some old whiskey flask. Oh man, it didn't break. So worried it was gonna break. Old Sherlock Holmes was here. What was in there, Sherlock? What'd you have in that thing? It looks like about, I could be wrong, I'm not the expert on pipes, but I think that's probably like an 1820, maybe 1850 pipe. It's got that nice curve to it. It's real pretty. That is a nice one. And the highlight of that dive, got a nice megalodon tooth down there. This is supposed to be an older formation here that's not known for Miocene era fossils. There you go. So that was good. Let's see what else. Got an opium bottle. Got some sort of a fish tail vertebrae. Might have been a billfish. A few more Angustiden's teeth. Most of them were broken. So yeah, not a bad dive. Got a couple bottles too. Let's see what we got for bottles. Looks like it's probably like a 18 cent. Well, no, that seam goes to the top. It's probably about a 1900 era bottle right there. Maybe even a hair later. It's probably English, to tell you the truth. It looks like an English bottle. They use that green glass quite a bit. Bottom, an old dispensary bottle. Unfortunately, it's broken. Another colonial bottle bottom. And a whale vertebrae. And that's it. It's a real good dive. I'm about wore out. The current's real heavy. I wasn't able to film everything that I found when I found it because I couldn't film and pick up at the same time. So it was a little tough, but yeah, it was a real good day. Time to get this stuff home and get it cleaned up. It's been a long trip.
4, 3, 2, 1.
First up, here's part of the 2-day haul that I haven't cleaned yet. Just got a bunch of these colonial bottle bottoms. Most of these are 1700s, maybe a couple of them into the early 1800s. But there was a bunch of them down there. These are the tops that went with them here. You can get a pretty good date of a site by looking at these tops. Now one like this, when it's rolled over on the top like that, that's going to be a late 1700s bottle. Now one like this, you got a little gap there, it's a little different looking, it's not rolled over on the top. That's going to be a early to mid 1700s. Pretty old strap side flask, it's got a star on it. Some old teacups with that red glaze on them. I believe this is going to be some 1800s type stuff here. 1850s, maybe even 1880s. It's got a real dark glaze to it. I got this woman's compact I found down there. I haven't opened it yet. Let's see if we can figure out what was in there, if there's anything left. Alright, we got a bunch of mud in there. Very interesting. So I got it all sprayed out with the water hose. Wasn't anything in there except for mud. But there is a little bit of writing here on the inside. Westolocks. Have to look that up. And here's that piece of a Bartman jug. This would date to the early 1700s. Possibly late 1600s. This guy would have had a big angry looking face with a beard if it was whole. This was a really big one. This was at least a 3-gallon vessel, maybe even a 4. This would have been a guy with a angry looking face and a beard. Once you get into the early 1600s and 1500s, they had a happier face. So this is definitely late 1600s, early 1700s. And I got this super pretty South Carolina dispensary bottle with the palm tree motif on it. Oh, I was so happy to find this one, but it has a ton of damage. I had a piece fall out, I glued it back in. That's my first one of these, so I'm definitely going to hang on to it until I get one that's not cracked or broken. but happy to have found it, no doubt. Really nice blood wine bottle from Charleston, South Carolina. And I got this F.W. Jessen Blob Top from Charleston, South Carolina. It's a pretty bottle. And there's the South Carolina Dispensary monogram. Let's get a few chips, a couple of flash cracks, and it's still pretty dirty. I haven't cleaned it up all the way, but it's my first one. It's a nice one, happy to have it. Here's that Inkwell. It dates to about 1800, made in France. Doesn't have any distinguishing marks on it, but it's a really cool piece. And this is a F.W. Jessen, another one from Charleston, South Carolina. A little bit different variation on the slug. The bottle's got a really nice texture. You can see the swirl in it. It sticks out there. It's really textured. So it's just a pretty bottle. Blob top, dates to somewhere around 1890s, maybe early 1900s. And here's some of the more scrappy teeth that I've found. A lot of pieces. If you've ever found teeth like this before, you know, you get those little clams and barnacles off there, you're gonna have a real smelly time in a few days. Yep. Here's that Meg tooth all cleaned up. Not a bad one. And some of these Angustiden's teeth really cleaned up nice. Most of them aren't perfect, but there are a couple good ones in there.
So I got on back and checked out this key. Figured, it was just a regular old key. So I did some research on it. This key, turns out that it's a key to hand or leg shackles, possibly. Same type of mechanism that was used for hand and leg shackles. It dates to about 1850, which is pretty much the peak of slavery in the United States. Now, you might have a hard time saying that this key went to a pair of slave shackles or something like that if it was found anywhere else, but this key was found in front of a plantation that has been described as one of the largest slaveholding plantations and the most important slaveholding plantations in American slavery history, Middleton Plantation. So it is more than likely that it did go to a pair of shackles that could have enslaved somebody. Now, a long time ago, a guy told me that one day I'm going to find something that I don't want to find. It's not really the case here. I'm glad I found this, but I'm just not happy that the fact that something like this is around. It's kind of hard to explain. So it's a pretty powerful thing. Now, what am I going to do with this thing? It was found in brackish water. It's iron, which means it's going to take some time to properly conserve it. So when this key is finished being properly preserved, I hope to get it back to the Gullah Geechee people. And I'll get y'all an update on this once it's preserved and keep you in the loop. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next dive.